Miss Zhang, there will be news items in the listening section of our midterm exam, right?
Of course, as an effective learner, you are expected to understand English news reports, and it's important.
Oh, that worries me a lot. I really can't follow a news report, let alone answering the questions after the news items. Listening to news reports is always like a mission impossible for me.
Xiaoming, take it easy. If you know the elements of a news report, it will become easier.
Come on, please tell me about this.
Generally speaking, a news report is very like a narrative we have talked about before. It has 6 elements. They are: what refers to what happened. Who refers to who was or were involved. When refers to when did it happen. Where refers to where did it happen. Why refers to why did it happen. How refers to how did it happen. If you can catch them when listening, you understand the news report. Let's listen to a news report.
Kenya police say one person was killed and 26 injured in an explosion at a bus station in central Nairobi. The blast hit a bus about to set off for the Ugandan capital, Kampala. Last July, the Somali group Al-Shabaab said it was behind the blast in the Ugandan capital, which killed more than 70 people. Will Ross reports from the Kenyan capital. The explosion happened beside a bus which was about to set off for an overnight journey from Nairobi to the Ugandan capital, Kampala. Some eyewitnesses report that a bag was about to be loaded on board, but it exploded during a security check. Windows of the red bus were left smashed, and blood could be seen on the ground beside the vehicle. Just hours earlier, Uganda's police chief had warned of possible Christmas-time attacks by Somali rebels.
Do you understand the news, Xiaoming?
I can understand some of it, but it seems complicated.
Actually, you do not need to listen for every word. As long as you get the 6 elements in the news report, you will understand the news clearly. In this news report, the first sentence said that Kenya police say one person was killed and 26 injured in an explosion at a bus station in central Nairobi. Here, you can get 3 elements for the news report. 1. What happened? An explosion at a bus station. 2. Who was involved? One person got killed and 26 persons were injured. 3. Where did it happen? At a bus station in Kenya. How the explosion happened. The latter part of the news report gives the details. Some eyewitnesses report that a bag was about to be loaded on board, but it exploded during a security check. For the time of the explosion, we can know from the last sentence of the news report. Just hours earlier, Uganda's police chief had warned of possible Christmas-time attacks by Somali rebels. So it's not difficult for us to infer that explosion happened around Christmas. The news report did not clearly state the reason for the explosion, but it mentioned that last July, the Somali group Al-Shabaab said it was behind the blasts in the Uganda capital, which killed more than 70 people. And just hours earlier, Uganda's police chief had warned of possible Christmas-time attacks by Somali rebels. So we can infer that maybe the Somali rebels were responsible for the explosion. Now, do you still feel that the news report just heard is complicated?
Having got all the 6 elements, now it seems crystal clear to me. Next time when I hear a news report, I'll try to grasp the 6 elements.
Here, I should remind you that a news report may not necessarily contain all the 6 elements, but information about what, who, when, and where is almost always there. So when you listen to a news report next time, pay special attention to the 6 elements. If the news is long, you can take notes on the event, time, place, people involved, etc., if necessary.
Thank you for your advice, Miss Zhang.
You're always welcome.